My name is Judy Winslow, and I'm the Director of Tourism here in Smithfield in Isle of Wight County. Welcome to the Tourism Roundup for 2021 and kickoff for 2022. We are delighted that you were able to join us again virtually for this event. This is a great way for us to tell you what our department has been doing over the past year and to let you know what our plans are for the next fiscal year. So sit back, relax, make yourself comfortable, and let us share with you the highlights of this past year and some details of future tourism initiatives in our great community. I wanted to start off today with a 10,000-foot view of the mission and vision of tourism in Smithfield and Isle of Wight, and an explanation of exactly what we do and why we do it. In the world we live in today, every community must compete with every other community for their share of the world's attention, customers, and investment. In order to compete, people need to be aware of a community, have a positive impression, and want to visit in order to experience the community and meet its people. This is achieved through clearly developing, articulating, and managing the community's brand. Efforts must be made to promote, market, sell, and engage potential visitors. And all of this must be reinforced again and again. Addressing this need for destination promotion is for the benefit and well-being of every person in a community. This is the job of Smithfield and Isle of Wight Tourism. Our mission statement is, Smithfield and Isle of Wight Tourism is a community asset responsible for programs promoting a community as an attractive travel destination by enhancing its public image as a dynamic place to live, work, visit, and play. Our vision statement is, through the impact of travel, the goal of the Department of Tourism is to increase tourism industry sales, specifically for our stakeholders, which are hotels, restaurants, attractions, and tourism-related merchants. To increase local industry employment, to increase local tax revenue in order to strengthen the town and county's economic position, and to boost civic pride by promoting programs that encourage and advance visitation to Smithfield and Isle of Wight County attractions, tourism stakeholders, and beyond, to provide opportunity for people in our community. The town of Smithfield and Isle of Wight County both contribute to the operational costs of this department. And if you can't remember anything more about how tourism works, remember this. Tourism equals new money. New money is collected from visitors who the town and county do not have to support with services. This is revenue that would not be collected from local citizens who already pay local personal property, real estate, and sales taxes. Now, it's my pleasure to tell you a little bit about some of the highlights of the past year in tourism. The Tourism, Chamber, and Economic Development team were able to complete check distribution for the hashtag Isle Shop Small gift certificate program round 2 in January of 2021. Checks were distributed to 105 businesses from $40 increments to over $52,000. Total sales for round 2 was $607,600. Total number of vouchers purchased for round 2 was 15,190. And just as a reminder, the total number of sales for both rounds was $813,480. Total number of vouchers sold for both rounds was 20,337 vouchers. In addition to some of our larger events, many events were adapted to boutique events due to COVID. Special Event Coordinator Connie Chapman's skills were in full swing, with second Saturdays held April through October with great success. This included the Farmers Market, Gazebo Art Market, Pickers Market, and Ivy Hill Tours. Although most large events were canceled in January through April, in May, tourism hosted the county Vintage Market at the fairgrounds, as well as the Spring Art Show. The Isle of Wight County Fair was held in September, with over 30,000 attending, and other large events came roaring back to life in October, November, and December, including the Main Street Vintage Market, SVAE's Bacon and Bourbon Fest, Safe Trick or Treat, the Carrollton Midday Christmas Market, the Mistletoe Market, and the Christmas Parade. We were also able to support multiple GMODs, which is the Genuine Merchants of Downtown Smithfield, events throughout the year. For much more information on Smithfield and Isle of Wight Tourism sponsored and supported events, please see our printed 2021 annual report. Also in 2021, tourism was fortunate to take receipt of a new 9-passenger van that gives our tour guides the ability to conduct larger driving tours for visitors going forward. The van was wrapped with graphics designed to highlight the best of Smithfield and Isle of Wight County tourism. A historic district wayfinding signage plan was passed that tourism designed, and production is now underway. Look for this colorful and comprehensive signage in 2022. A Smithfield Summer Concert Series assistance plan was established with the Isle of Wight County Arts League and Smithfield Times for the upcoming 2022 concert season, which will allow the concerts to continue and thrive. The Virginia Tourism Corporation endorsed and approved Virginia is for Pork Lovers and Virginia is for Peanut Lovers as official taglines in conjunction with the Virginia is for Lovers brand. National Tourism Month was celebrated in a COVID-friendly way this past year with the declaration of all stakeholders as Hospitality Heroes of the Year. A banner was hung, many social media posts were made, and fanny packs were distributed to all locality stakeholders. The Where the Locals Go e-newsletter continued throughout the year with great traction and increasing subscribers. Marketing and Public Relations Director Lois Tokars accomplished a tremendous amount of successful marketing endeavors through sales initiatives, print publications, digital advertising and activities, the Genuine Smithfield website, videos, collateral and signage, and public relations activities. The multi-locality foodie trail, the Salty Southern Route, also continues to thrive. And the SSR was invited to participate in Governor Youngkin's inaugural parade in January. Tourism established a Businesses Wanted wish list to be added to in conjunction with County ED and the Chamber of Commerce. These are certainly not all of the noted accomplishments of 2021, but you can read much more detail in the printed version of the 2021 Tourism Annual Report, available at the Visitor Center, online at www.genuinesmithfieldva.com, or emailed to you at your request. Smithfield and Isle of Wight Tourism was fortunate to apply for and receive a record number of grants this past year, including $3,800 for the Virginia Tourism Corporation's Social Media Co-op Reimbursement Program. VTC reimburses 25% of our total social media spend. $7,000 for the Virginia Tourism Corporation's Marketing Leverage Grant to be utilized with the Salty Southern Route. $50,000 for the Tourism American Rescue Plan Act. This grant is administered also through VTC. The grant must be applied for prior to January 2023. $10,000 for a Virginia Tourism Corporation Marketing Leverage Recovery Grant with the theme Shop Small, Shop Smithfield for 6 promotions with the downtown merchants of Genuine Smithfield and 15 Facebook Live Shop Talk videos. $10,000 for the Virginia Tourism Corporation's Drive 2.0 grant. This grant will be utilized for replacing the existing gazebo stage in front of the Smithfield Times building and creating Main Street Square, a gathering and event space. And $5,000 for a farmers market food access grant from the OBC Foundation. This grant continues to fund fresh fruits and vegetables for the COP Food Bank. The economic impact figures provided by Virginia Tourism reflect the year 2020 and utilize a new methodology employed by VTC's new partner, Tourism Economics. This new approach combines direct, indirect, and induced spending and impact. A decline in all areas of measurement was expected in 2020 due to the pandemic. Though many localities, including Isle of Wight County and Smithfield, saw a strong recovery in the second half of the year, there were still approximately 6 months when shops, restaurants, and hotels were nearly or completely shut down. Yet, while Isle of Wight County and Smithfield saw an overall decline of an average of 14.2%, the state experienced a decline in all areas of 32%, and coastal Virginia faced a decline of 24.5%. In fact, only 2 other comparable counties in Virginia had as little of a decline in economic impact numbers in 2020 as Isle of Wight County and Smithfield. As expected, every state saw a decrease in visitation in 2020, while most towns and counties in Virginia saw declines of 40 to 50%. It's important to note that the figures provided by VTC define a tourist as those who travel over 50 miles to a destination. Yet 80 to 90% of our marketing efforts are directed to the primary markets of coastal Virginia and Williamsburg. Secondary markets include Richmond, northern North Carolina, and the Washington, D.C., northern Virginia area. These figures therefore do not tell the full story of the economic impact of our local tourism industry. Visitor counts are a measurement that we keep track of, including group tours and in-the-door visitor center counts. Totals for this past year included 11,033 people, with 3,515 of them being first-time visitors. Total touches is the number of brochures distributed at Williamsburg timeshares, sales calls, the number of brochures removed from the after-hours kiosk at the visitor center, visitor counts from the Isle of Wight County Museum and Boykins Tavern, and participation in tourism-sponsored group tours. Group tour totals for 2021 netted 35 tours with 307 attendees. No tours were given in January, February, and August. 186 hospitality bags were distributed for tourism visitors as well. Visitor points of origin include 42.6% from out of state, 23.2% from coastal Virginia, 17.6% from Virginia, 14.6% from Smithfield and Isle of Wight County, and 2% from out of the country. Strong training attendance for tourism employees has continued through 2021, primarily due to the availability of opportunities online, with dozens of webinars, seminars, and classes taken both virtually and in person. Topics included tourism trends, keeping up with social media and its many changes, COVID-19 assistance, email marketing, effective marketing on a modest budget, agritourism, downtown development, first aid and CPR, branding and design, and search engine optimization. In 2022, tourism is looking forward to launching some of the following initiatives, including creating a new tagline for Smithfield and Isle of Wight tourism. Join the fun and send us your suggestion. Surveying tourism stakeholders to see how they are doing and how we are doing for them. Celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Smithfield Farmers Market. Continuing to work to establish a permanent year-round home for the farmers market and applying for capital grants to assist with building the project. Creation of the new Main Street Square as part of our Drive 2.0 project grant. And applying for new VTC grants, specifically the Marketing Recovery Grant, the DMO Specific Grant, and the Social Media Co-op. We're also excited about launching the Smithfield Arts Festival in May of 2022. Focuses to include fine arts, fine crafts, children's art, literary arts, culinary arts, performing arts, and the art of fashion. Investing $50,000 of tourism ARPA funding into tourism product development. Working with the CGI company on the Smithfield Banner Project. Creating a bedroom community blitz on social media with super targeted digital ads. Acquiring drone photography to use on social media and super targeted digital campaigns in the spring. Other initiatives include revising, expanding, and promoting the Tourism Ambassador Program to interested local citizens in addition to tourism stakeholders. Creating a web page for the Behind These Walls videos, featuring downtown homes and buildings of Smithfield and Isle of Wight County. continuing to work with GMODs to promote 6 Thursday evening events and monthly shop talk videos using MLP grant funds, continuing the successful Salty Southern Route project, and continuing Restaurant Week for Smithfield and Isle of Wight eateries. These are just some of the future initiatives that your tourism team will be working on in 2022. To see all the pertinent facts and figures for the 2021 annual report, get your copy of the printed version, available at the Visitor Center, online at www.genuinesmithfieldva.com, or emailed to you at your request. Thank you for your interest in the work and activities of Smithfield and Isle of Wight tourism. We hope you've enjoyed learning a bit more about the inner workings of tourism in your community, and invite you to continue to explore and partner with our destination marketing organization this year and for many years to come.